everyone and welcome to a new video here on my channel. Today I found something really cool on the platform X. A developer there showed how they integrated AI into the Unreal Engine 5 to create a simple scene just by talking to the connected AI agent. And in today's video we will dive deeper in there and I will show you exactly, and I will also explain how this actually works and got set up. But I will also show you its potential and how this can boost your game development projects and how it can really change our future there in the game development industry. But let's start by showing you what the developer actually created there.
All right, check this out. Can you add a light to the scene? Can you add a pyramid of cubes below the light so that they're illuminated? Can you move the light a little bit to the side so that it gives some more appealing lighting?
And now since you saw the video, isn't that amazing? It was a simple scene, yes, but it just gives us a glimpse of like what would be possible in the near future, I guess. And as I mentioned in today's video, we are going to talk a little bit more about that tools that make this even possible, and I will of course also show you how you can set up something similar there up for yourself. And I'm sure that this could really help you to speed up how you work on your game projects, but of course we will also talk about the dark side of it a little bit more and how this kind of AI control might change things in the future for game development. But let's start with the benefits you have by using such tools. Well, imagine you want to put a lot of trees, for example, in a forest, and instead of placing each of them by hand or configuring the foliage tool or PCG, you could just tell the AI to put 50 trees there, and that's it basically. That not only saves a lot of time but also saves your budget. And in the end, especially if you're an indie developer, you know how important this can be, since both of these resources are often quite limited there sometimes. But that's not all. It can also help you to try out different ideas there really quickly. And if you want to, for example, see how a town looks with a big castle, you can just ask the AI to build it quickly. And it's like having a super fast assistant there for building things there for your game. So all in all, I'm quite sure that over the time, more and more things need to get generated by AI, since the game worlds are getting bigger and also the amount of details in those worlds are growing. We see that with games like, for example, GTA 6, where I'm also quite sure that they use some sort of like AI, I would say, to populate their huge game worlds, because otherwise it would be like almost impossible to have such a density of details in such a big map. But we will see once it releases. But now let's come to the moment where you all have waited for, I guess. Because now we will dive deeper into how the magic actually happened behind the scenes and how you can set up something like that on your end as well. Actually, it uses something called the Unreal Engine MCP. Think of it like a special language that lets the AI talk to Unreal Engine. There's a tool you can also add to Unreal Engine, like a plugin, and another piece of software that the AI uses to understand your voice commands then. This software then translates the words into instructions that Unreal Engine actually can understand and follow. So to set up something like this on your end, you roughly would need the following. First, of course, you would need the MCP plugin. And this is just a plugin you can get from a Git repository. I will also put all the links here in the description. And this lets Unreal Engine actually talk to the AI. The second thing you would need is Python, because this is the language, the universal language both of those tools later, the AI and Unreal Engine, can understand and execute. And Python here helps to bring all the stuff in the scenes and helps to run the AI basically. In the next step, you then would need to connect an AI to Unreal Engine. For example, in the video I showed you, Claude was used, and this you can also set up there. And you of course also would need to tell Claude how to send the commands to Unreal Engine. And this involves of course like finding a setting file for Claude and adding some informations about where the Unreal Engine tools are located on your computer. And then, of course, yeah, you can start the connection, and you need to like start a special server in Unreal Engine there that listens for commands from this AI. But yeah, now all this might sound a little bit complex. It might also would like, yeah, explode this video here when we talk about all those things in detail, but the detailed information is also in the Git repository where you can find the plugin, so everyone can easily install it on their end basically. But now let's maybe talk also a little bit more about how this could change the game development world and the industry in general, because from my perspective as the CEO of Neox Entertainment, a game development agency with 7 developers working on many kind of projects, from games to metaverse applications like virtual shops and all that stuff, this technology is really interesting, because I know that this tool in the long run, once it's a little bit more polished and built out so it can also handle more tasks, this tool can really boost our processes and workflows, and it's really crazy. I guess everything will go much faster there, because imagine we could tell an AI to create a basic version of a level, and that would save our team a lot of time in the early stages of a project, and we could offer our clients basically better prices by creating games like this, because some of the more time-consuming tasks basically can just get performed much quicker by AI. And it also could mean that we can make even more optimized games than we already did, because we can quickly test different steps, or can split test different approaches how to implement features and all that stuff, like revisions, for example. A client maybe can just get like integrated much quicker once this AI is like configured to the project and requirements of a client, for example. And I really think that it's really important for anyone working in the game development industry right now to be aware of those tools, and also seeing how they evolve over time and how they are getting built out over time, that you can also adapt there in the near future once they are a bit more polished and all that stuff, to use that for your projects as well. Because even if you are just a freelancer basically working on a few projects here and there, I'm quite sure that it soon will be necessarily needed to use such tools there to stay up to date with other developers. Because if we can understand how to use AI tools, we can also stay relevant there and offer better services all in all in the future. Because I believe that AI will not directly replace us, but people who master those AI tools early will dramatically outperform other people who just didn't care. And I guess that will be the reality in many different areas, not only the game development area, but also like, I don't know, things like copywriting or AI voice assist, or like creating voices for games. Many things already can get created with AI, and the development part of it was something where I actually thought that might take a bit time there until all this stuff works good, but it's coming closer and closer, I would say. And I'm sure that the way we create games might change a lot in the next years, and it's crazy to see what's all possible, even with a limited time and budget also, when you know the right strategies, and when you know where you need to actually invest a bit money, and where you can easily outsource things, for example, and also maybe use AI to accelerate processes and all that stuff. And this knowledge I collected over the last years working together with many different clients around the world, I'm always sharing in free meetings I offer. It's called like a strategy session, where I will really deep dive into your project and try to learn more about your vision and what you want to create there. And together we just work out a clear roadmap, basically, how you can handle this project completely by yourself, also with other freelance developers. But of course, if you want to work with us there, that's also of course one option there. We can see if that fits basically on both sides. But what do you think about all this? Let me definitely know that in the comments below, and I'm really looking forward there to discuss a little bit with you about this, because maybe you are excited about the potential of AI in game development, and I guess especially indie developers can be excited there, because this is the next step or simplification people can do to create their game or dream game basically in their budget and the time they can afford, basically. We already have many tools, like for example that you can buy asset packs on the Unreal Engine marketplace, or you can also use AI to create like voiceovers for the characters, and you don't anymore need to hire voice artists and all that stuff, which also can be, especially in the beginning, quite expensive and all that stuff. And all this already helps small developers basically to make their dream of a game also come true if they know how. Or you maybe also think that when games use too much AI, they maybe quickly can use their personality, basically, because that's also one concern I have for a long time, since I checking out the AI industry and like how things are evolving and all that stuff. It's a big concern I also have, that maybe games in the future lose their full personality. Actually, right now we only use those AI tools just for testing and not in actual clients' projects, because as you already see on my website, my mission is to create games with heart and soul. And in every level we create, or in every game we create, you can see the passion for creating games that hook and inspire people. And till AI can create levels in that detail, I guess it luckily might take a bit more time, of course, but that's maybe the future. And I'm already a little bit curious about how the future might look. Of course, we will adapt to this future, however it goes, or in which direction it goes. But let's discuss about this topic in the comments. I'm really curious about what you think there. And if you like to see more videos about AI in Unreal Engine or other cool game development tools and trends and all that stuff, then make sure to give this video a like and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out any updates. And maybe you also can ring the notification bell there to not miss any updates when I post a new video there. And if you are working on any cool game development projects, or even experimenting with AI agents like this, and have any other cool tools I should review or something like that, I'm always here to talk or to connect. You can find links in the description as well, to just write me a quick email there if you need assistance, for example, with your game development projects as well. Or we can also easily just schedule a quick meeting where we just can talk more about your project and all that stuff. So you can find all those links in the description. And a big thank you again to the developer Onyx who shared their amazing work. I also make sure, of course, to put their page in the description as well, so definitely also check that out. And thank you very much again for watching, everyone, today, and I hope you found this interesting. But that's it for now. Stay tuned for more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.